Federal court making a big announcement today related to Florida Democrat Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz, former IT aide Imran Awan. There is an ongoing legal battle for documents about the congressional Democrat IT scandal involving the Awan brothers. Government watchdog group Judicial Watch announcing this breaking update today that a federal court has ordered a snap hearing after the DOJ submitted info under seal following the court's demand for an explanation of why no records have been produced in the legal battle for documents about the Awan brothers. On their own website, Judicial Watch added this press release. Now, one of the key quotes, we can look at the full press release after, but I just want to highlight this quote where they say, in a joint status report filed on December 5th, 2019, Judicial Watch reported to the court that the DOJ claimed in a phone call that it was now unable to produce any records to either of the FOIA requests because the agency was waiting for some unspecified action by the judge in some other matter as to avoid having to produce records in this case. In that same report, the DOJ told the court that the judge is, quote, presiding over a related sealed criminal matter that prohibits the government from releasing the requested FOIA information. So the government can't give up this FOIA info because the judge is still presiding over a related, sealed criminal matter. This scandal has been a huge issue for Democrats, including Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Many watching probably familiar with some of the details of the Awan case. Imran Awan already gave a guilty plea to charges of loan application fraud, though other charges were soft-pedaled through the courts. Even some mainstream outlets like Fox were talking a while back about a cover-up of a much larger scandal, a possible spy ring in the Democrat congressional offices. Wasserman Schultz was also heavily criticized by political opponents for her decision not to fire Awan, a part-time employee who had worked for as many as 25 Democrat lawmakers over the past decade. Most fired Awan when the investigation was first announced, but for some reason, Debbie Wasserman Schultz continued to pay Awan as this investigation was still known and Awan was banned from using the House computers, would not have even been able to do his job at that point. Wasserman Schultz was still paying him all the way up until his arrest was made public. At another point, Wasserman Schultz started screaming at House officials to stop the hacking probe when a House Office of Inspector General cybersecurity investigation found that Awan made unauthorized access to House servers, including the House Democrat caucus. Shortly before the election, Wasserman Schultz became frantic, not normal, making the rounds to House officials in an attempt to stop the investigation, one employee told the Daily Caller. You may have also seen the video of Debbie Wasserman Schultz threatening Capitol Police over the IT staffer investigation. Debbie Wasserman Schultz pushed for the U.S. Capitol Police chief to return equipment of hers that was confiscated by the police as part of an investigation after it was discovered hidden in a crevice of a House office building. Wasserman Schultz then threatened the chief, saying, "I think you're violating the rules when you conduct your business that way, and you should expect that there will be consequences." So again, let's go look at this newest update, all the info they're giving as of right now on this federal court-ordered snap hearing. There is now a new hearing set for tomorrow, January 15th. Judicial Watch President Tom Fitton making a comment about this court hearing, saying the DOJ's handling of the Awan brothers case has long been an issue of concern. Now, they're expected to get more info that some secret investigation prevents the public from knowing the full truth about this scandal. And now look at the full press release from Judicial Watch. Today, January 14th, 2020, federal court orders snap hearing on Awan brothers' congressional Democrat IT scandal after DOJ files document under seal. Again, they state Judicial Watch announced today that a federal court yesterday ordered a snap hearing after the Justice Department submitted information under seal on Friday, following the court's demand for an explanation of why no records have been produced in the ongoing legal battle for documents about the congressional Democrat IT scandal involving the Awan brothers. This hearing is set for tomorrow, January 15th at 10 a.m. In November of 2018, Judicial Watch filed a Freedom of Information Act lawsuit against the FBI over 2 FOIA requests for records related to the Awan brothers. In August of 2019, the Justice Department told the court that it would begin producing records by November 5th, 2019. After producing no records on November 13, 2019, the agency told Judicial Watch that it was having technical difficulties, and in a recent email claimed that difficulties with the production remain. In a joint status report filed on December 5, 2019, Judicial Watch reported to the court that the DOJ claimed in a phone call that it was now unable to produce any records to either of the FOIA requests because the agency was waiting for some unspecified action by the judge in some other matter as to avoid having to produce records in the case. In that same report, the DOJ told the court that the judge is presiding over a related sealed criminal matter that prohibits the government from releasing the requested FOIA information. In a hearing last month, another U.S. District Court judge expressed frustration and ordered the Justice Department to explain its failure to produce records by January 10th and to provide Judicial Watch some details about the delay. Instead, the Justice Department made its filing under seal and has yet to provide Judicial Watch with any details about its failure to produce records as promised to the court. This press release again just highlights some of the key details about the case so far. Imran Awan and his family were banned from the House Computer Network in February of 2017 after the House's top law enforcement officer wrote that Imran was an ongoing and serious risk to the House of Representatives, possibly threatening the integrity of our information systems, and that a server containing evidence had gone missing. The Inspector General said server logs showed unauthorized access and procurement records were falsified. Imran Awan was Representative Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Democrat from Florida, top information technology aide. Most lawmakers fired Awan in February, but Wasserman Schultz kept him on up until he was arrested in July of 2017 while trying to board a flight for Pakistan. In July of 2018, Imran Awan was given a plea deal and pled guilty to federal bank fraud, but prosecutors said they found no evidence that Awan violated federal law with respect to the House computer systems. The Awan brothers reportedly were not given background checks before being given access to the highly sensitive government information, and no explanations have been given as to why. Additionally, if they would have run this background check, it would have found out not only multiple criminal convictions, but a $1 million bankruptcy, a dozen lawsuits. It would have found a whole host of major red flags, and the Democrats did not do any of those checks. Let me know what you think about this big update in the Awan brothers case. A federal court ordered snap hearing set for tomorrow. We should have more info soon after that. I will follow up with more info on this channel as it comes out. If you could give this video a thumbs up, that's greatly appreciated. And make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Thanks again to everybody that has been sharing the channel and sharing these videos to help get the information out there. And in the video description are links to my Patreon and PayPal accounts where you can support the channel directly, patreon.com/realityreader or paypal.me/realityreader. I will follow up soon. Thanks again.